Hi, coworkers. It's Bridget, and welcome back to the Employee Lounge podcast. Hi, coworkers. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is prioritizing their mental health and their well-being. Welcome back to the Employee Lounge podcast. As you already know, I am Bridget, and I am still surprised we are navigating the month of April the best way we can, because man, April has been a little tough, a little interesting. I'm saying this because it has been. It just feels like every month has just been something. Oh gosh. Okay. The next month is going to be great. No craziness, right? I'm already putting it out there in the universe. No craziness next month. Let's go. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're staying safe, staying calm, staying stress-free. And you know the drill. If you need any information, please click on the links in my description and, help yourself to some resources. Help yourself because you deserve it. You deserve some help, some therapies, some information, some resources, folks. So go ahead, click on one of those links and get the help you deserve, or someone that you know deserve. So we're going to jump right into the topic. The topic today is a very interesting one, but I think it'll be a good topic to discuss because I think anyone probably have gone through this type of situation before in their lives. And if you haven't, maybe you'll, get some information from it. But the topic today is called the angry or difficult label. And I know you probably know what that means. I know you probably experienced it. So let's talk about it after this short little break. Okay, so what do I mean by the difficult or angry label? So I'm sure, or you experienced it, or somebody experienced it, but have you ever worked in in a company, and out of the blue, or I don't know, maybe you worked there for a couple of months or whatever, either your boss or a coworker always want to label you as the angry person or the mean person or the difficult person. And you're just thinking, where is this coming from? What did I do to have this label? I mean, and let me tell you, this is not the label that people want, okay? This is not the label that you really need in a workplace, because once they give you this label, they take it and run with it, okay? So let's start off with the definition of angry, just so we're all on the same page. So according to the dictionary, aka Google, angry means feeling or showing strong annoyance, displeasure, or hostility, full of anger. Okay. That is the definition of angry. So have you ever experienced that in the workplace? I'm sure you have. I mean, it's normal. But when someone calls you that, it's different. Because you have been nothing but the team player, the one that they can depend on. You're punctual. You're doing your thing at work. You're trying to be reliable, and then all of a sudden, boom! Out of nowhere, you're angry. Excuse me, where did that come from? I've showed up to meetings on time. I've given you all the work you asked for. I turn in my work by the deadlines. How am I angry? Oh, you just look angry. What? I look angry? Or oh, I don't know, every time you always say something and it just sounds like you're angry. It's your tone. My tone? You mean this right here? Does this sound angry? Does my tone sound angry? See, I know you probably have been in the situation where people are like, yeah, you come off as angry, or yeah, you sound angry, or yeah, you may want to just realize your tone, and you may want to adjust it a little bit. What? Where did this come from? Oh my goodness. I have had two experiences that I'm going to share with you that I just feel like it's just crazy to even think. But I have been labeled not angry, but I've been labeled mean. And someone even said that from my email, folks, that it came off, the tone came off abrasive. Oh, okay. That wasn't the goal of the email. Yeah, but it was the tone. Okay. All right. It's the tone, I guess. That wasn't where I was going with it. I mean, did you get the gist of the email? No, you got the tone of the email, but you didn't get what I was trying to explain, but you got the tone. Oh, okay. So, how does this happen? Like, why do people give this label, this angry label? I don't know. I feel like they're trying to put you in a position of the scapegoat. They're trying to put you in a position where, once you have this angry label, then they can just take it, run with it, and do whatever with it. And then that is what you are. That is what you're perceived as. And everything you do will just come off as angry. Is it fair? No. Absolutely not. Does it happen? Yes. Absolutely. Will you be taken seriously after that? No. Absolutely not, because you're going to be, perceived as this person that they can't work with. And that's just going to be a whole other mess. You're the person they can't work with. And then that's going to create even more problems for yourself. Isn't that crazy? Just from this one little word, it can create so many problems. Angry. The angry employee. So what do we do here? Like, how do you break this cycle? I mean, the more team player you become, is it really going to take away your label as this angry person? I hope so. I have no idea. I just know that once you're in that position, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good thing. Um, and it will definitely mess with you, because then you're going to think and dwell on it. Like, am I really angry? And you're not. You're not. It's a complete mind boggling thing that happens because someone calls you out of on this, and it doesn't even relate to you at all. It doesn't even relate to you. And here you are being stressed out over this crazy label. Crazy label. So I'm going to talk about my experience. So I remember that I worked at one of my jobs, and I was just working. I was just sitting at my desk working. And of course, the executive came in. Very nice. She was very nice. Very, very nice. She did have a little bit of a mean streak, but she was nice. She was nice. She was very to herself, but she seemed nice. I didn't really talk to her as much. Didn't really talk to her. But I don't know. She came in one day. I was working. And I said hi. I acknowledged her. And all of a sudden, she was just like, "Why do you look so mean? You always have this mean look on you. You always have this mean look on your face." And what response do I have for that? My response is, I'm not mean. That was literally my response. I'm not mean. She's like, "Oh, okay, you always just have this mean look on your face." I'm not mean. What did I do to give off mean to you? By saying hi? That's what I did. I said hi, and then, oh my God, sound the alarms. She is the meanest person on the world. In the world. It's crazy, folks. But from there, I was just like, okay, I see where this is going. I already know where this is happening. Okay, you already get the whole thing started. Oh, she's so mean. And then that's how rumors go. Oh, she's so mean. And then that's how you're labeled. That's how you're the target. That's how trouble starts. I already know. So that was my first incident with that whole thing. I've never been called mean, mind you, ever in my life. Ever. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if I was like, with people that, like, just chilling, whatever. But at work, no. I am a team player. I would like to consider myself a team player. I think I will always help someone who needs help. But mean? Oh, no. I am the very opposite. I would literally help anyone and anyone. But mean? Wow. When she told me that, I was just like, okay, this is different. What do I do? How do I react to this? How do I come back from this? Just how? Like, what do you do in that very moment? If you have ever been in that moment or have been ever labeled mean or angry, let me know, because I kind of want to know how was your reaction. How did you take it? Did you spiral out of control from there, or were you professional? You probably, obviously, you was very professional, but like, how did you even react? Because I just feel like that is just the lowest of the low if they're trying to like make you this target. But honestly, there's other things that you need to worry about than, oh, She's so mean. So let me know. Again, you can always email me at askemployeeloungepod@gmail.com or follow me on Instagram, Employee Lounge Podcast, so we can have this discussion on the angry label, because I'm curious. How do people react to this? So I'm going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about the difficult label after this short break. Okay, coworkers, and we're back. So now we're going to talk about difficult. The difficult label. So have you ever been labeled as difficult? So I'm going to give the definition of difficult. Okay, so according to the dictionary, aka Google, difficult means not easy to please or satisfy. So have you ever been labeled as difficult? The difficult coworker, the difficult employee. Have you ever been labeled that? Thankfully, as for me, I don't have that label. And goodness gracious, I thank goodness for that, because if you've ever been labeled difficult, it's just not a good thing, because then you're not a team player. And then, of course, that's when things progress and it gets crazy from there. So what did you do if you ever been labeled as difficult? How did you react? How did you get out of it? If you ever did, let me know, because I'm curious. So, and what did you do to even be labeled as difficult? So, I mean, I don't know how anyone can be labeled as difficult, because, I mean, you would really have to say no to a lot of things or not be a part of a lot of group things. And I don't even know how you can get away with that, because every day there's always a group activity, or every day you always have to work with someone. Every day there's always a meeting. So how are you being labeled as being difficult? I mean, I'm sure someone will find a way, but really, how do you get labeled as being difficult? And then why do people give that label away? Why? So I really think we need to start as a whole, as a company, as everything, just to really eliminate labels, because they can really hurt someone's reputation, or they can really just make things a lot worse for someone. So we really need to start eliminating that, start spreading the rumors, really work with one another, because labels don't make things any easier for someone. Let's just say that. Let's see. Have I ever been labeled difficult? No. In my years of working, I've not been labeled difficult. And I'm glad. Gonna be very honest. I'm glad I was not labeled difficult, because, I mean, I don't like mean either. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like mean, but being labeled difficult just seems really hard, because then no one wants to work with you. Nobody wants to put you on their team. No, it just seems like you're going to be blacklisted, everything, because of this word difficult. So I always say to be a team player, oh, you need this? Sure. Oh, you need help? Sure. Oh, you need me to do something by this time? Sure. Because, I mean, I'd rather go over the top than being labeled difficult. Do you agree? I just feel like difficult would just put you in this box that you just cannot get out of. Angry, you can obviously work around that because you're not going to be angry 24/7. And if you are, there's some links in my description that you need to click on and get yourself some help if you need it. But if you are being labeled angry 24/7, I think you can work around that because all you have to do is just smile, wave, say good morning, just the norm. You don't have to do much. You just have to smile, wave, how you doing, light conversation. And obviously you won't be labeled angry anymore, but difficult. Oh no, difficult. You have to really go over the top and then you're not being a good team player. You're not being a good employee. You're not being a good coworker. People can't seem to depend on you. People can't seem to rely on you. And that's hard because that's really what work is all about, right? You relying on you, dependable, all that stuff. So I would work around that or try to work around that and get out of that label as quickly as possible in the workplace because it can hurt. It can really hurt. But yeah, let me know. Have you ever been labeled difficult, and are you still being called difficult? And let me know. Because it's just interesting to see how people react to it. It's interesting to see how people can get away from that label. And, what was your techniques, your tactics? How did you overcome it? So let me know. Again, follow me on Instagram, Employee Lounge Podcast, or email me at askemployeeloungepod@gmail.com. So you can give us tips on how to erase these labels. So I'm going to take another short break and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So the reason why I wanted to talk about the angry and difficult labels is because I saw this on television. Yes, I see a lot of things on television that just inspire my topics. It happens. Let it go. And I saw this on television. And of course, if you know, there's this trial going on. Not going to say the name. You know the name. You know the incident. Horrible incident. Tragic incident. And then there's just this one part. There's always that one part, right? I know. There was just this one part that I watched. And it really just struck a nerve. And it just seemed like the defense team was trying to paint one of the witnesses as angry. And I was just trying to understand why. Why? Why are you trying to paint this or label this witness as angry when, in that type of situation, in that type of incident, you would be angry like everybody that was there. It was tragic, but that was part of the argument for the defense team. And I was just like, okay, that did not make any sense to me whatsoever, that this attorney is painting this witness as angry. And then the witness had such a great response that I just had to share. The witness was like, no, I was not being angry. You can't paint me as angry, or you can't label me as angry. But I was becoming more and more professional because I didn't do anything to retaliate in that moment. And that just struck a nerve to me. And I was just like, wow, great response. Because that is what's going on today. That is what's going on today in society. Anywhere. And this wasn't even in a workplace. This was just, a normal day. Well, it wasn't really normal day. But this was just an everyday thing. And then that tragic thing happened, and it wasn't even inside like a company or workplace. It was just literally outside in broad daylight. And that's just to show you that people will always perceive you as being angry, difficult, in moments where, wait a minute, why can't I be angry or difficult? Or why can't I feel the way that I feel? Like, if I need to be angry, I'm angry. If I need to be difficult, I'm difficult. But why do you have to put me or, label me as this when in that very moment, who wouldn't be? And that's just like crazy to me. Like, of course, in a workplace, when things happen to you, of course you're going to feel angry. Of course you're going to feel like opinionated, not difficult, opinionated. You're going to say something. You're not going to lash out at someone, but you are allowed to feel the way you feel, or you are allowed to say something, your opinion to someone in a professional manner, of course. But you are allowed to do that. But if you do that, you're the angry person, you're the difficult person, you're this, you're that. And that's unfair. That is unfair. So yeah, that from that very response with that witness, it was just the perfect response ever. No, I became more and more professional. And that's what it is. You're not being angry, you're not being difficult, you're being professional. Because things could escalate, things could get worse, but you're not even being provoked. You're literally just saying, okay, whatever, walk away or go back to working and continue your day. But we are supposed to be allowed to feel the way we feel without being labeled as something else or perceived as something else. And how is it okay that you can feel that or you can feel angry or you can be difficult, but I can't? And if I say no to you, or if I don't play along, I'm rumored as this person you shouldn't talk to, or person that is difficult, or person that is angry. How is that fair? But you can act the way you want to act at any day at any day of the workday, any day of the week, any time of the day. You can act exactly however you want to act. You can act angry, you can act difficult, you could act mean, you could whatever. But I'm supposed to act differently. And if you come on to me as being angry or difficult or whatever, I'm supposed to act a different way. I'm supposed to be nice and not get the label. People, let's start getting rid of labels, and let's start working together, and let's start being nice to one another. But first, let's get rid of these labels, because they can really hurt your reputation. So please, think about that. Get rid of the labels, the angry label, the difficult label, the whatever label. Get rid of them. Just get rid of them. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work. And There's so much more work to focus on than these labels. Trust me, I know. All right, coworkers, one more break and I will be right back. Okay, coworkers, thank you again for joining me this week. I really love talking and I hope you love listening to my podcast. So again, follow me on Instagram, Employee Lounge Podcast. Always email me at askemployeeloungepod@gmail.com. If you need any resources or anything, please click on one of those links in my description. Get you some help. Get the help you deserve. We all need it. Don't be difficult. Don't be angry. Just click on the link. Yeah, I had to go there. Anyways, have a great rest of the week, April, month, whatever. Hope you're doing well. Stay safe. Stay calm. Stay stress-free. So, thank you for listening, coworkers. It's been great. Tune in next week for the next episode of the Employee Lounge Podcast. Bye, coworkers.